guys know what really sucks?
What?
Winter.
Why?
Well, not only do you have the bad drivers and the cold weather, you also have to get a legitimate job. See, summer jobs are the best. They're just kind of jokes, you know, like you just got a couple months, you're just working for money and just having fun. So over the summer, my summer job, biggest joke ever, all we kind of did was, you know, we just kind of half-assed our job. It was kind of just like a couple guys goofing off. I mean, yeah, we get some work done here and there, but one thing that we'd always do is we'd never clock out for lunch. So we'd go out to lunch, and we'd stay on the clock, and lunch would always pay for itself. See, with winter jobs, you just can never do that.
You get a free meal, you know? And it's just fun, right? I love it. Hey, welcome to Goonstock. Well, let's talk about the goons. It's Zach.
I'm Nate.
I'm Stan.
All right, and we're going to tell you about our new thing. So we're doing a video now instead of a podcast. It's what would you call it? Video?
It's a video cast.
Yeah, video cast. There it goes. Done. And we are going to have a Twitter account. It's my
So we're brainstorming some ideas. We're taking some suggestions, and we're thinking we're going to start a Twitter account. You know, we'll post weekly Goon updates. You guys will be completely filled in.
Yeah. Maybe a question or two. You know,
Yes, weekly questions.
Yeah.
Weekly Goon questions.
Taking suggestions for topics for the video cast.
Yeah, and maybe start an Instagram later on, maybe.
Yeah.
But always, I like that. I think if I go to Minneapolis soon too.
Yeah, we're thinking, you know, since we're just these goons, right? The goons get into shenanigans. How would you guys feel about its own segment of all the crazy shenanigans that we get into? You know, kind of like a vlog, but just the crazy stuff that we get into.
And we have lots of ideas, including one in Minneapolis, asking people questions such as gun laws.
We've got some good dares coming up, truth or dare videos type things. And we're also thinking about camping.
All right, you get us first. All right, so our next thing, we're going to talk about gun laws, and we're going to bring that to Nick because he knows the most about it.
Okay, cut that part out.
Nate.
But, so the other day, I was just going on the internet, right? And I saw this interesting thing. It was called the Ghost Miller, I think. And what it was the CNC milling machine. And what you would do is you would buy these 80% lower receivers for an AR-15. And now they're not completely done, so it's not against the law to sell these. So you can legally buy them pretty dirt cheap and use that CNC milling machine to mill out and make untraceable and unlicensed firearms. Now these firearms are meant to be registered with the government, but now they not always are. And this opens up a huge market, along with 3D printable guns, into untraceable firearms. And I just think that this is a huge open market that can be really jumped on for not only like personal customization of weapons, but also criminalization, such as like untraceable firearms can be used in mass for like put on the black market and used for crimes. Does anyone have anything about this?
Well, okay. Well, for a 3D printing thing, like you can print anything, and like that is like huge because we print like probably food or like whatever, but guns especially. I don't know, like edible, like
Oh, I guess
you can like eat stuff. Like you can make like Crocs out of them. Like guns especially, you can like build some like powerful things out of those. Like with the equipment and stuff too. Like you can just like you said, you can like get unregistered weapons and just like have it.
Yeah.
Like assault rifles or like sniper
And
rifles.
I like the idea of having firearms. It's right, but I think having untraced firearms or unlicensed firearms is a big no-no. And I think having these methods of easily obtaining untraceable firearms, I think that's something people really got to look into.
Yeah, definitely.
But what do you guys feel about the Second Amendment right to bear arms?
I am, personally, I'm pro-gun.
Pro-gun. I know you're a hunter, you
I am
own
a
several
hunter.
weapons.
I do. I look forward when I turn 21 to get my license to carry. I'm hoping to do that.
I didn't know you had to be 21 for that. Huh.
I thought you
were
could be
18.
I thought you could just be 18.
I guess you have to be 21. Just for myself.
Oh yeah, we're very like. Yeah, we're pretty good.
Canadian.
I feel like we're pretty good at all this. Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Now you can watch
It's a whole
so
different
far.
conversation.
So Mr. Pro-Gun, not disagreeing with you, but how would you feel about if this love of guns, and we're talking about these new introduction of untraceable firearms and all that, how would you feel about going about background checks, maybe for buying weapons or buying these machines?
I'd be for
Background
like deeper
checks?
background checks, yeah. Because they talked about that after all like the recent school shootings. They talked about how
Yeah,
those
it's-
kids got those guns.
It's crazy. 18-year-olds, we're legally allowed to go out and buy an AR-15
Yeah.
right
For
today.
now.
Today,
Yeah.
right here and there. Which I think that's crazy. I just I feel like to have that much power, especially with today's day and age with mass shootings and all that, I think there has to be kind of a system put in place, like pistols.
Yeah.
You have to have a background
At
check.
least a deeper background.
Yeah,
check.
I think
They're going-
I've got no problem. I have right to bear arms. We have a right to have guns. So
Second
I think we need to be seeing who's owning these weapons.
Yeah.
It's important to know the person getting them, and of course, background checks, they're not going to be 100% accurate, but hopefully we're putting a filter on to try and get a lot of these people who shouldn't have weapons to make sure that they don't get them.
Right.
But like, how are we gonna do that? Because I think it's like, I would say it's 3 weeks or 3 days or something. We have background checks, and like people like just like look at it and like send it away because they only have like 3 days to look at it. So they're not gonna take like
But
3 days to look at one
what would be
person.
wrong with the 3-week background check?
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like it's only in 3 days. Though. So it should be longer.
Okay. What
So
you're saying is
person-
it's currently 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay, I
It's
agree.
only the person
Yeah,
who's looking at them.
yeah.
It
3
has
days.
only 3
Like,
days.
you're pretty much saying like 3 days to see what I've lived.
Yeah.
Like to figure out who I am. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, and it's like shorter than was it getting like a driver's license?
Yeah. I mean,
I believe it.
yeah. Like, what's the problem? Like, what would you guys feel about the idea of? Yeah, so you got like different classifications of weapons. You've got like your semi-autos, like your shotguns, your hunting rifles, and all that. What if it was like a driver's license thing, where in order to like drive a semi, you need a new license? So what if it was like you need a new permit or another background check to get a different kind of weapon?
If you think about it, more people are killed by cars than guns yearly.
But
I guess, yeah. But
like cars, yeah, everyone has one. Like it's
You don't need
it's
them.
yeah, it's a source of transportation though. Like guns, what do you need a pistol for? Really? Like
I guess.
like you only need
Personal
guns,
defense.
like in my opinion, for hunting, and that's really about
Yes,
it. Unless
I-
you like want to revolt against the government, like
I-
that's a pretty shitty
in
government
generally,
too.
I'm in line with Stan or Zach over there.
Yeah. But yeah, like there's like no point in like guns unless you're hunting or like in a
Practice.
revolt or something. Because that's what like the Second Amendment I feel like is for me is for the right to bear arms because like that
We have
thing-
the right
yeah,
to go up against our government.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you're like being like a tyranny or something.
So, you kind of see the idea of, yes, we have our right to bear arms, but I have a feeling that you brought up personal defense.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
So
Like, why do you feel the need that you have to have these weapons?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe not have to, but can you just give a little background?
I mean, I don't have a whole lot of background because I don't obviously have one, but I guess I don't know.
Well, yeah, what do you think it should be used for?
Protection.
Against?
Against what?
Violators, people who
So-
come against you that you feel threatened.
Do you think
What?
like pepper spray? Do you think that is good? Like guns, like pistols, like that should be like illegal, but like pepper spray, like I guess knives, like tasers are fine. It's like, because like, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
But like pistol, it's like a deadly weapon. Because you can kill like.
I
like
guess
two-
what you're saying is you can defend yourself without using deadly force.
Yeah, like people can just like buy pistols or shotguns and go to like schools and kill students.
Yeah.
Whatnot. But like, tasers, like one
Well,
use.
firearms have more than just, they can be used for more than just
Yeah.
one thing, which I understand that goes for a lot of things, of course. But I guess what you're saying is more mace and other forms of non-lethal protection can be obtained by everyone and used for that protection,
Yeah.
but can't be used for other things such as tragedies like school shootings and
Yeah.
all that. Okay, that makes sense. I was just kind of not following what you had to say.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
I'm honestly, I don't get behind, I don't understand why people say they need the protection, because I'm generally in line with Zach on why you're not just using non-lethal force, or we have police, which I understand a threat, an intruder, or something like that is more of an immediate response. But what if not banning, but what if we were able to prevent people that would be committing those intrusions into people's homes and these violent crimes? What if we could stop them from getting guns altogether through those background checks and other places implemented? And we wouldn't really need we wouldn't have the need
Yeah,
for the guns,
yeah.
for the protection. But that being said,
I guess I feel more secure not relying on somebody else, right?
Yeah, I feel like I would too.
I get that, yeah.
But I don't know, there's like a thing like if you didn't have a gun, like I don't think anyone else should besides like the state or like the government.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like the thing is like, what takes, let's say you've got this criminal, right?
Yeah.
And he's not gonna pass a background check, obviously, like he's a felon or something.
Yeah.
He can't get a firearm, but he can just pay someone to go get a firearm for him.
Yeah.
But that kind of brings up the thing is like, if we want to really protect ourselves, shouldn't we ban guns? No?
No. I don't know.
I think we should, like that is, I think yes, also no.
You think you should ban all guns?
Yeah. Well, I want to say Australia did because of mass shooting, so they banned all guns. Yeah, I think it went
I
really
do
well.
remember that.
Yeah, it went really well for them. Like I think we could do it too, but it also violates our Second Amendment too.
I know, yeah.
But if we did rewrite our second, like our like all amendments, then it would cause a lot of problems. But it would also be nice too. Since
I
no one
think
can.
thinking in an ideal world, if we could, it makes sense. But then going back already to 3D printing guns and all that, and milling out guns, people already have access without going through the government,
Yeah.
they're bypassing those checks. So then I guess if you were to get rid of guns, then the people who could or want to do harm could just get guns through that means,
Yeah.
which then brings back up the need for protection, I guess.
Well, then
Because if they have a gun, why pepper spray them? Because they've got a gun.
Yeah, but pepper spray gun, eye on your face, then you can't see.
I mean, once they're 20 feet away.
Okay, you're right. Okay, I was gonna say. No, what you were gonna say.
Well, I think going back, I don't think banning guns is the solution. Although maybe
Maybe,
Australia,
yeah,
we work for
yeah.
Australia. I do like the right to bear arms. I think it's something that is needed to be protected as it is in the Constitution. But that being said, going back to what we earlier were talking about, the background checks and all that, I think those really do need to be pushed a little bit more, just for the sake of everyone's safety.
Yeah. If this is one thing that we kind of missed, just like my idea, they did ban guns and up the security too. So check people's like homes and like whatnot.
But isn't that an invasion of privacy?
Well, if you have suspicion of this.
But if you're upping the protection to like come patrol their homes and all that,
You know, if like, let's say like everyone banned guns and like whatever, and then let's say someone called like, hey, I think this person has a gun. Then like it's a suspicion by a person and someone is a witness too of it.
gotcha.
And so they can invade it.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then you're playing off the honor roll system, and you have to have, it requires that background knowledge, like you
Mhm,
need
yeah.
to have eyes, like everyone needs to be on board with this.
Yeah.
We're all no gun. Like,
Mhm.
if we were gonna go that route, everyone would have to be on board and willing to support the government in the sense of creating that policy and protecting that policy. We are a no-gun country, and I just feel like not everyone's gonna get behind that.
I think it has to be by state first. Like, you know, like gay marriage, you have to like state by state. I think that's like that. But it's more like county to like rule out to the state. He's like taking away those guns. It's gonna be a lot of time to do that and everything. To
Yeah.
do background checks and everything.
But now going back to what you said about hunting, I think people have the right to hunt,
Yeah.
but now you're kind of taking that away if you take away the guns, and you're really losing out on something.
Yeah. But I feel like a great thing would be like many stores, or not stores, or like
Rentals?
storages. Yeah, like you could rent them, but you can put them back too. So
That
like,
makes sense, because then you could also
Yeah.
keep like firearms,
Yeah.
like ranges and stuff open.
Yeah.
So people, I know I enjoy just going and shooting guns, it's a lot
Yeah.
of fun. But I always go to a range. I think it's an interesting idea of having just rental places. You can go and that's the designated spot. Or
Yeah.
in the sense of, that's the designated spot to go to shoot, whether it be recreationally or the place to rent if you're gonna take those firearms outside into like a hunting situation or something.
Yeah.
or like have like one of those like places in like every like city or like every town or something. So like everyone can go shoot wherever they wanted in that like little area.
So what you're saying is like maybe like county to county, each place kind of has
That's
one, so
right,
it's
yeah.
accessible to everyone
Yeah.
in general, and it's kind of regulated and just widely spread.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think that's an interesting idea. I think maybe it could have some merit behind it. Of course, everything's hypothetical, and I don't think it would go well in practice just because. But I like the idea. It's kind of a good one.
Of the rental.
Yeah, I think
But yeah.
because
Well,
that way
maybe not
you're
just
keeping. Or,
Well, but like a storage too. Like you just like pay someone to like store it here or something.
okay,
Or
so
not
then
really something like that.
so firearms couldn't be stored at home. They'd have to be stored with like a government agency or something. So then when you want to go take them out, you'd have to go through a government
Yeah.
system to go. Okay, but now what's stopping people from just removing their guns and not holding them in the government? What kind of system would you? Yeah, like I'm gonna go check this out and never return it, like a library.
Well, then like you'll know because like it's like under like you live here and it's like this type of gun. So then the agency can just go there. Like if you don't have a gun, then who has it? Then like that person was I think should just be in jail until the gun
So-
comes out.
Are you
Gotcha.
wanting to? Why are you wanting to ban guns? Is it because
Well,
they?
no, it's just an idea.
It's just an idea.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just an idea.
I think though the belief behind the idea is with
Are
the
too
mass
many people
shootings.
killed by
Yeah.
guns.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, like I don't want to ban guns.
like you said, the statistic of more people die in cars than
Yeah.
shootings.
So if you take the guns away, you can still kill people with cars. You have to ban the cars too.
But here's the thing: is how many crimes, in the sense of hit and runs,
Yeah.
or like people
Yeah.
just running people over with cars and driving off. Like how many murders are being
It would
committed?
increase.
I feel like
If people are gonna kill people with a gun, they're gonna find other ways.
true.
Well, there could
But-
be also like less deaths too, because like it's really fist to fist, not gun to fist anymore. Yeah, but like I feel like that would increase it all. 'Cause it wouldn't really
But
do
who's
much.
who's gonna drive into my house
Yeah.
and run me over in my kitchen?
Like hey, I should be upstairs.
Yeah, there are places cars can't go.
Then
They're
like
not gonna be in your house.
yeah, and then like a taser, pepper spray, or like not even gun, but like pepper spray or taser, like you wouldn't really.
But you
Not
can't
illegal.
really
Yeah,
use that against the driver.
yeah, but who's gonna run you over?
I mean, if
Like,
like
there are
someone's
some
gonna
people-
shoot you,
yeah.
they might as well run you over too. If you're gonna take one thing away from them, they're gonna find another way.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
then
know.
it'll be-
I feel like
have
I feel
less
like part of the
insanity.
reason is, especially with murders, they're just kind of I don't know the statistics behind this, but I feel like it's kind of like someone gets into an altercation with someone else, right? Things get heated, they're having an argument. The dude's carrying like a Glock on him, right? Right then and there, he can just pull it out and shoot him. Right then and there, doesn't think about it twice. Whereas if he has the time to go home or get in his car,
And then
it's a bigger act than just point and shoot.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I think it would kind of cut down on the murders and all that, just cause. But the statistic being that cars kill more people than guns, I don't think cars would become the new guns.
Also, if there is an altercation, like neighbors are around, people are around, so they call the cops too.
Good
So,
point.
like,
But that's only if people are aware.
Yeah, but also if, like, let's say it's like in the middle of the street, people are like are there, and like there's less time. People like there's more time if they fight than if someone had a gun. There's like death easily within like 5 seconds. If there's an altercation and like fighting and whatnot, give at least like a minute.
So just give them more of a chance for other people to get involved.
Yeah, so like stop. So less deaths.
Well, here's one thing. What if instead of having today's modern weaponry of semi-automatic weapons and all that, we
Yeah,
went back
lasers.
to muskets?
Oh my god.
So it's like, you insulted my family, I'm gonna get you back after I spend 3 minutes loading my musket, and then halfway through you're like, what the hell was I arguing about?
Go back to the olden days. Has clubs and rocks. Hey. Yeah, whoops. Yeah, I agree. Bans shouldn't be banned, or guns shouldn't be banned at all. Yeah, so today Stan had an interview with.
Oh yeah, I did. Walzer Toyota.
Yeah, so let's hear about that. How'd you
I
go?
don't know, how'd you find out about the job?
My sister's fiance.
Congratulations.
Yes. Works there. He's a loot tech trainer.
Loop tech training.
What
So,
do you do?
Trains loot tech.
Oh, okay.
what exactly is a loop tech?
Yeah.
Mechanic.
Okay, we can't do
Okay.
a lot.
What?
Can you be more specific?
Mechanic.
Just a general mechanic, okay.
Changes
Oh,
oil,
okay.
change tires.
So-
batteries.
is he like the head mechanic then, so to say?
No.
He just trains mechanics.
He trains newbies, basically.
Gotcha.
He was a newbie, now he's training newbies.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So what position are you going into?
I will be a lot tech. So
So-
I'll be parking cars, making sure the lines are or the lanes are straight. So cars are in the right spot, unloading the cars in the trucks.
So he could
Driving
be like,
out.
driving like nice cars.
Toyotas.
Okay, but
Like home they have like only used.
Oh, that's
yeah,
true, they do.
I mean, they have Hellcats there.
Yeah, it's like
It's a good
But I
point.
will also be delivering cars to people. So
Ooh.
like, I'll be driving a new car. I'll
Okay.
go out as far as like 3 hours away. Then I'll follow our car,
Really?
drop their new car off.
Then drive
Drive
back.
back.
Either drive back their trade-in or I'll get the car that's home.
that's kind of cool.
It'll be $14.50 an hour, so.
Looking
Yeah.
forward to it?
Yeah.
Damn.
The
careful,
employees
snow.
will be chill.
Ooh, I would hate to
Yeah, I
drive
hate
3
driving
hours
snow.
in the winter.
Yeah. But hey,
More time.
you know, it's a new car, you know.
I got new cars now, you know, turn up the radio.
Seat warmer and everything.
That'd be nice.
So do you think this is just a temporary job? Or are you thinking
Probably good for a while.
for a while? Are you, would you want to get a promotion up into a boot tech mechanic?
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah,
yeah.
eventually. Eventually.
Boring, yeah.
You can only park cars so many times.
But yeah. Good job for now.
Yeah, so when do you start?
I don't know. I'll be tomorrow.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah. That's not too bad of a job. Just driving. How often, you don't know, how often you work?
15 to 20 hours.
Part-time. Are you
Well,
looking
like-
to bump up? I know you're currently in school, but are you looking for more hours eventually? Or are you just kind of 15 to 20 is good for the near future?
I'll see how it goes.
It's like 15 to 20 like driving or like being
hours
there.
of work. I mean, driving will be.
Yeah, the driving will
Yeah,
count
so
those
not
hours of
15
work.
to 20 hours.
Is it like 2 hours just standing there, like parking and whatnot?
Well, it depends what they need them day by day, I imagine. Like if they
Yeah.
need the shipment going out on Tuesday you'll probably be driving, whereas Wednesday you could just be parking cars and whatnot.
It varies each day.
No. Fun surprise.
Yeah.
You know, like you could be driving.
It's gonna be kind of weird. Like have you seen those cars on the big old trailers? with the
Yes, where
spikes?
they have,
You see
like-
how tight they are?
Yes.
Oh, like in the
Yeah,
turn, like,
that would be my
scratch
biggest
the whole
fear,
side.
is just scratching
Yeah,
up the car.
brand new Tundra or something. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know how to explain that. Yeah.
I just leave.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't.
Hey guys, thank you for watching this episode of Goons Talk. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like down below. Maybe hit the subscribe button if you want to see more future episodes of Goons Talk. And if you have any suggestions, please leave them down below. Hey, you know what really sucks?
What?
Winter.
Fuck.
Not only is it cold, jeez, you got a real hatred for winter.
Man, I broke my hip last winter and it just hurts.
Okay, we're not fake.
My knees swell up. I'm just.
We're not fake.
Okay,
We're
okay.
not a fake podcast. From the top.
Oh, God damn it.
Hey, you know what really sucks?
What?
Winter.
Why does it suck?
Because, well, not only is it getting cold, right?
Yeah.
And we got bad drivers,
Ah.
but because you have to get an actual job.
Oh,
See, over the summer jobs are the best, right?
best.
Because they're just kind of jokes.
Laughable.
Fun job.
You were so enthusiastic.
Keep on rolling here.
I don't know. I can't do this. Be legitimate. I can't. Don't be over the top.
Okay. Let's.
Just natural. Hey, you know what really sucks?
What?